What is going on, everybody? It is Matt with Sith Bricks, and we are back with the final bag build of the Mould King TIE Bomber. That's right. This little guy is almost finished. 7 bags total. Fairly easy, pretty straightforward. Obviously, the set's a pretty good size. I'm looking at it over there right now. So, but, say, what's up, Kieran? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. So, we're going to get ready to get started on the wing. Now, because of this is a very repetitious last couple of bags. I already built one of the wing parts, so I'm going to build the last one, and then we'll see what the final one looks like when it's all put together and whatnot. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into building. And so we can keep talking here, but I'm going to go and pull the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Feel free to put the comments over there. Make sure to like over there, and let's get this going. Take my hat off. I always do it for my introductions, and then I take it off because it's hot. So let's see. I need one of these. So let's see. Well, don't got anybody on right now. That's fine. Pretty excited. College football starts up today, so that's finally nice to have football to watch. There will be football on every weekend between now and the second week of February, so that always makes me happy. I do enjoy football, the American kind. My team is never good, so I always get to enjoy that. Yep, there's my notification that I'm live on my own channel. I love how the internet works like that. Oh, man, what just happened? Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I tried to close it out, and I went to my own. I was trying to live stream my own live stream. That probably would not have worked all that well. So... but no, I like college football, but my team is never good, so I never have to worry about it. I just like to watch because it's, something better than a lot of other things that are out there to watch, and so that's what I do. So let's see here. I need a 12 and a 10. Two eights. I need 180. I need 2 6s and 2 3s. 2 6s and 2 3s. I appreciate who gave me the like. I do appreciate that. For anybody that's joining, make sure you hit the like button. That helps the channel out a lot. Helps us get some more exposure, which helps boost us up in our ratings. With my goal to be, I want to be the most popular not-for-profit YouTube builder out there, because I really hate what Lego like YouTube has become. It's kind of disgusting in a way where it's just all the people care about is making money, and it seems like the quality of content has gone way down over the desire to make money, and I really hate that. MVP always coming in strong. You can never go wrong with the MVP of the build. So, let's see here. We're getting this all put together. So basically, the last 2 bags, or actually the last 4 bags, are building the wings. Bag 6 and 7 contain the wings. So just broken down, 2 wing, a set for one side, a set for the other side. So, but yeah, that's basically what we're doing right now. Is we're putting together the base for the wing right now. So there's not really too much trickiness to this build at all. It's pretty straightforward. It's all system bricks. There's no Technic pieces at all with this build. So that's always nice. I don't mind doing Technic, but sometimes my fingers can enjoy the break from it. So that's always good. Yeah, definitely for those that have never built with Mold King, putting these wing tips on or wing pieces, the MVP comes in real handy. Although it's unavoidable because you're going to get that natural bend in it no matter what. So even if you do this, it's still going to bend out eventually. But using the hammer, because you're going to put about 3 layers on this, so hammering it down really makes the setup go a lot easier in the long run. Some of these ones are really hard to push down by hand, and you just can't substitute this for being able to get the pieces to lock into place properly. Let's see, I need a 4 and a 2. Sorry, I do talk to myself when I do this. Kieran, I think this is the first time I've seen you on here, so I appreciate it, but I do sometimes end up talking to myself. Please forgive me. I do have to count, and sometimes my brain does not want to compute what I'm trying to count. Let's see. Besides college football being excited, I decided to do a Clone Wars rewatch because I have not watched the Clone Wars TV show since it ended. So that's been a lot of fun to do, to sit there and watch some of the old episodes again. Besides a few issues with season 7, like the Martez sisters, that was just, I thought, unnecessary. And I don't know why they wasted 4 episodes with the Martez sisters. But for the most part, I thought that the Lego Clone Wars was very well done, and so it was nice to enjoy it. So, but I'm rewatching that right now. It's always a good time. So. These push down into place. Again, very handy. So, all right, got 3 on. Hello to those that are watching. Always be sure, you guys, you want to talk about anything, put it in the comment section right there, and we'll talk about it. Otherwise, you're going to hear me ramble for a while I build. Try to make it as entertaining as possible. Let's see, I need 2 of each. So now we're just kind of flushing out the exterior details on the ship, so to speak. Not the exterior, I'm sorry, the wing details, like I'm putting this stuff on right now. So that's what I'm working on. It's nice that the sun's playing nice with me right now. Sometimes in here my lighting is terrible, but there's not much I can do. I'm sitting in my kitchen. The sun comes up, it comes down, it changes my lighting. So much fun. But don't worry. Very soon here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be downstairs in the new Lego room, and I'll be broadcasting from there, so to speak. So that will be a lot of fun to finally be in there and be streaming out of there. I got to get my microphone and a few other things, but we're getting close. I've got everything in the room, so I've got all my ships in there, so that's nice and ready to go. I just got to get a few more things. Probably going to be making an IKEA trip here to get the last couple of things that I want. And then we'll be ready to reveal it to everybody so we can see what I've been planning this whole time as far as downstairs in the new Lego room. I've got a wood shop, so I'll be building some shelving for all of my stuff to get on because I do have a lot. I'm going to have to build up quite a bit. So that will be fun, building up and getting some of the bigger sets up onto their display areas, and then lots and lots of acrylic because I want to encase as much as I possibly can so that's less dusting, especially some of these bigger sets. They are a challenge to dust, and I would just rather not have to do it if I didn't have to do it. So we're hoping. All right. So what I'm getting ready to put on now is these pieces across here. This is what's going to attach it to the tie bomb, or the actual rest of the bomber itself. So I use a lot of these grip pieces here. There's these plates, and I got these smaller ones too to make all the connections. So that's what I'm doing down here right now. All right, I'm staying focused on this real quick just to make sure I get it on there right. My luck, I usually miss a spot or miss a step and screw it up somehow. I'm trying not to do that. I'm going to have this one go pretty smooth, and we'll see if I get lucky or not. Very handy in this build. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Need a 6. I need the big plate. 2 12s. No, 1 12. 2 10s. An 8. All right. So right now I'm just I'm getting ready to start building more detail into the wings. So we got this part done right here, which gets all the attachments on. So this is, again, how it's going to connect to the bomber itself. So now, like I said, I got to build up a couple more levels to make it good. So what's up, VJ? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's see. Guys, you're welcome to throw anything out there you want to talk about. I try to talk as often as I can, but sometimes I got to be focusing on the build. But we'll talk about anything Star Wars, anything out there, man. Heck, if anybody even watches Highlight, I'll talk about Highlight if that's what you want to talk about. For those that don't know, that's a pretty fun sport to watch if you ever get the chance to. All right, get these pieces on. You really, especially the big pieces, you really got to hammer around them like 2 or 3 times in order to get them to set properly, just due to the size. So make sure you keep the cap on, because that's a huge helper to all that. These are always, whenever you do a Mould King build, these are the most challenging plates to put on, these guys right here. I don't know why, but it just, they fit tight. So once you get these into place, they're not going to come off. But getting them set sometimes is definitely a challenge. So you have to give them lots of patience when you're putting them on, because they will put up a fight. Normally I have to stand up and push them down initially just to kind of get them generally seated into place before I start following them with the hammer. And even so, parts of it pops up. When it comes to these pieces, do not be afraid to hit it hard. I was putting a lot of weight behind the swings, so do not be afraid to throw with those ones because they do take a lot of pressure to get into place. All right. All right, so we got that layer built up on the wing now. This is the part, so this is actually the front of the wing. This is going to be the back of it when you line it up on there. So that's all we're doing right now is we're just adding some thickness to it. We're getting ready to flush out all the rest of the fun stuff. So that's what I'm doing right here. So these are braces that are going to go across the bottom to make sure that everything snugs up properly. Let's see, I need one more. Grab the wrong size, which I'm prone to do. All right, so that's what we did right there is we just added these supports across the bottom, which is going to make this a lot more sturdy, which you definitely need when it comes time to put these together, which I'll show you when it comes time. It is definitely not an easy task. It definitely takes some force to get everything to seat up properly. So this reinforcement here is a really good thing. Okay, but we're done with this part. For now, we're going to start on getting ready to build around the edge of it, which I'll show you here in a second as I start putting these pieces together here. Two of these. No, just one of these. One of each. Yeah, this will make sense in a second, trust me. This is like the outer frame for the wings. So it's going to be like this, and then you just slide, you got the pincher here, and it just slides on like this. And so again, it doesn't look like much now, but trust me, it'll fix itself here in a little bit. Two of those. So again, just this nice little frame piece here. Very simple construction because it's going to go on here. Of course, it wouldn't snap into place like I've done it before. There we go. So just set it up like that. Trust me, it'll look a lot better here in a few. Again, we're just making more pieces that are going to connect here. It's a lot of repetition in these bags, but it's a tie bomber, it's the Empire, and it's symmetrical because Mould King can at least do symmetrical right where Lego cannot. For that, I am very thankful. All right, so this is the frame of the wing right here we're doing. So see, oh, hey, Levi, what's up? The Gel Star tie bomber, it was a fun build. All right, I'll take a look at it, man. When I get done here, I'll see what they got to say. It's good to see you on, Levi. Levi is one of my frequent flyers. He's on a lot, so it's good to see you, buddy. All right, so now we're going to put this part of the frame onto this part of the wing here. It's actually pretty easy because you're just going to wrap it around like this, and then you got one of these bendy pieces right here. Let me see him back it up. You just kind of turn it, and it's just going to marry up right here onto the wing. And then you kind of pull the other part around it. It'll line up nice and flat as you go around, and then twist it and put it on. So it'll get sturdy as I do this more, but just using these type of bricks right here to lock it into place, really, it's nice. It provides a good border for it. Okay. So now again, we're just flushing out more of this framework detail here. So let's see if I can make sure you can see it. So we're using these bricks here that have these lines, like these slotted parts right here. So it's a 1x, but it's got this edge on it. So we're inverting it. Oops, sorry. We're inverting it with this one here that's gray that has the edge here with this one that's here. So in essence, this is like a locking mechanism to help hold everything into place. So it's a pretty neat little concept to help hold the pieces in together properly. All right, so we got that on down there. So we just flushed out more of the wing detail right there, as you can see. Looks pretty good. So, oh, you started Monarch last night, huh, Levi? You're gonna build it and then move it to Maine. Good luck. All right, so this is one area where I recommend you doing this. So you have to put these bricks onto this piece right here. Now, it's a lot easier if you snap it into place like this and then just kind of push it down, and it'll work better when I got it on the ground here. But you just snap it on the bar and then slide it down into place and lock it into position that way. That's the best way to get these little guys on here. I tried to do this, and because this bar has a little bit of play in it, it's not that easy when you're trying to hold it and do this. So I just recommend you take the piece, you snap it on, and then you just kind of push it into place and seat it that way. Ah, okay, you're already up there. Well, yeah, if you're bored, man, you're bored. Knock it out. Let's see. All right, let's see here. All right. I'm just putting this plating on, guys. Just give me a second here. I got to stay focused on what I'm doing here. So we've started to put the plating and the covering on here. So that's what I'm doing right now. Not all that exciting. It's black plating. It's going on. Just be sure you follow the pattern. That's what's important. So that way you're symmetrical all across, because all four of these, the pattern that's on these black covers are the same. So make sure you follow the pattern in the book. So that way you have good symmetry down the ship. That's an 8. And a 6. All right. Let's try not to mess this up. You already get snow up there, Levi, in Maine, or is that not coming yet? Where I'm from in Colorado, one of the mountains got snow, so, that season's coming. which I am not a fan of, by the way. I'm not a winter person at all. It's my least favorite of all the seasons. I'm a summer person through and through. I will take heat and humidity versus cold and wind any day of the week. Let's see. VJ, I bought this set off of Walmart. You can also get it off AliExpress. There's the Mould King website itself. And there's also eBay. I just recommend if you're going to buy off of AliExpress, make sure you use PayPal so you get goods or buyer protection with their goods and services thing. But this set cost me about $105 on Walmart. So if you have access to Walmart's website, that's where I'd recommend you buy from. Otherwise, Amazon, AliExpress, eBay are all other places you can buy this set. So, all right, Levi, no snow for you yet. That's cool, man. 71. Yeah, it's a little warm in Delaware right now. We're actually going to be 90 for the next couple of days because we're getting like second summer here. And then we'll have like false fall, third summer, second fall, and we go through the whole myriad of seasons. So, and one thing too, VJ, I'll say is make sure you shop around when it comes to buying Mould King sets, which is what this is. Because a lot of the suppliers come from China, the prices change all the time. It may be $100 today, and then tomorrow it'll be $300, and then the next day it'll be $200 because they change their prices daily. So make sure that you shop around, take your time to look for the best deal. But right now, the cheapest I found this set is on Walmart for $105. I think on AliExpress, it's about 140 right now. So just make sure you shop around to get a good deal. eBay is probably the last resort because, again, you're buying at auction, you're buying at a set price, which is usually higher because there's a lot of resellers on eBay for this stuff. So I would avoid that unless you have no other option because you are going to pay a premium for buying off of eBay. So just as a heads up to you there. All right, we're getting down to the end here. And I am in trouble. I don't have enough covers. I am 4, so I need 6 of these. I have 2 left in my cup. So, yep, I'm going to be short some covers, which doesn't surprise me. But we'll see how the rest of this set goes here. But I can tell you already, I'm going to be short covers. But we're not going to let it deter me. All right, so therein lies the problem sometimes. Now, this is a problem, VJ2, is you buy the set and you're missing pieces. This is the first time I've ever missed pieces on a Mould King set, but I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 covers. So I'll have to be reaching out to the guys I bought this from in order to get my replacements, which for the most part, everybody who sells Mould King sets is really good about sending replacements. You just may have to wait a little bit. But yeah, so I'm missing covers. Sweet. And unfortunately, I don't think I have the extras. I'll look into my extras bag from the Eclipse and whatnot. Maybe I do have them and I don't have to worry about it. But that does sometimes tend to be a problem, is that you're missing covers, which are pieces. Actually, I'm sorry. This is the first time I've had this problem. What am I saying? So don't let that dissuade you, VJ. My brain was running faster than my mouth. This is the first time I've ever had this many pieces missing. Usually you get a lot of extras with Mould Kings, so it's not too bad. So don't let that dissuade you from getting one. So I'm going to get going here. We're getting close to being done, though, guys. There's not that much left, as you can see. I'm going to move all the pieces over so you can see all that's really left to build, and there's not that much. Yeah, this is it. So all you see right here, guys, this is it. So there's not much left to be done. So we're getting there. All right, so what I just did right there is I framed all of this with the covers. So not too bad. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And now we're going to get into some of this final detail work here. And yes, there was a few of the pieces of death here. These things are so much fun. They always, my fingers just love it when they see them in the bag. Although I do have to be thankful that there's maybe 40 total in the entire set. So that was very relieving. My fingers are happy with that one because they're not getting massacred by those little pinchers. So that is always nice. All right, so these next couple of pieces, so like this piece right here, you can build, but don't put this on the bomber yet. do this little piece right here with this work and then set it to the side. The same for these other two pieces. And you'll know why here in a second. Okay, so like I said, these two, so you're going to build this piece here and then these two pieces here. You don't have to put these on right now. I don't recommend it at all. Keep them off to the side right here. So this is done now. That was it for the wing, this portion of the wing. It's a shame that I'm short pieces. I definitely did not get any extra plates, but that's no big deal. I don't let that kind of stuff bother me. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sure, Levi. I'm sure I have about 7.5 million waiting for me in Monarch. I wouldn't be surprised at all. There was that many in Executor, so I'm sure it's in Monarch. Yay, go us, right? So, but yeah, so that's it. That's all that we had to do for this wing. Like I said, I already built the other one just because I wanted to get it done. So that way I'm not building duplicate with you guys. I wanted to try to keep this under an hour today. I know some of my streams have gotten long, and I had somebody message me, said, hey, try a shorter one. That may work better for you. So at any rate, we're now done with this part, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the actual bomber out. So right here, it's done. So this is, me. I am 6 foot tall, and it's, on my counter, but it's coming from my waist to like right about here. So it's got a good size on it. It still is kind of wonky. Like when you set it down, as you can see, you push it together to make it straight, and then it flattens back out because of the weight is not distributed properly. So for mounting this, you definitely want to turn it on its side so it's up like this. And you're going to take this piece right here, and this is where you got to use some force. I wish it's pretty straightforward, guys. I'm not going to be able to show you the camera angle, but this is the male end, this is the female end, and you got to push them together. Now, don't be afraid to put a little force into them when you push them together. Also, I found it helps, if my hands would stop shaking, that you start from like one side. Okay, my hands need to calm down, and then work your way up. So if they would ever line up. This is the problem with having shaky hands and a brain injury. Sometimes your hands do not want to play ball with the rest of your body, which is what is happening right now. Come on, you. Okay. I do apologize, guys. My hands are just being wonky right now. Something I just deal with. All right. There I go. Fine. So you're going to have to push like one side into place and then like kind of push from the middle, and it's going to pop off a few times. You guys are going to have to just it's just going to come apart because it's its nature. So don't be afraid to put some oomph into it, or as I like to say, a little man. And then slowly get it pushed together. Come on, baby. There's not that many places, I'll be honest, for you guys to get leverage, except the top and bottom part of the wing. So, sometimes you're just going to, like what's happening to me right now, pieces are just going to keep flopping off. This stupid piece drives me crazy to the bomber here. I'm going to probably crackle that into place. But give me a second here. I swear this went on in 5 minutes when I wasn't live with the other one. There we go. All right, now that I've knocked this piece off again for like the umpteenth number of time, let me get it on here real quick. I hate this little pod. Always gives me fits. Okay, I'll let it sit like that for a second here. Okay, I have a piece that is fallen off somewhere. I'm sure when I pick this up, it's going to come off, but I'm going to put this back together for right now. It's definitely going to get a craggle. There we go. Oh, there's the piece I'm missing. Excuse me real quick while I fix this. All right. And there we go. Besides my missing pieces, guys, there is the tie bomber. It is complete. It is finished. Oh, not yet. Before I get too ahead of myself. So the pieces I told you to hold on to, right? All right. So the first thing you do is you take this long piece here that's got these two open pinchers here. Once it's on, you just snap it on here, and then it can just lay down. Now, you're going to have to manipulate this piece up a little bit so that way it'll lock into place. But it will happen. Or in my case, I put it on backwards, so I'll fix that in a little bit. Yep, only I could do that and put it on backwards. So that's just my day. Or I didn't put it deep enough. Okay, I see what I did. Oh, no, I pushed it up. It's like, wait a minute. I couldn't have put it on backwards. So it'll snap in right here. All right, and then you take these pieces here, and they actually go on with this piece right here if it would ever play ball with me. So when they snap on, I can get this to seat. Okay. Why is this doing this to me? Never gave me fits like this before. Here we go again, knocking stuff off. Well, I did knock one piece on the floor, except it was a piece off the bottom of the bomber. It happens every time I try to finish a piece off or finish a build off, it does this. All right, so there's that. It's all put together, and then you just slide these over like this, and it makes the connection. So now the bomber is 100% complete. So it's going to fly like this. This part underneath here is going to be the bomb pod, and it'll fly at you like this way. So with that being said, now I'll show this to you guys in the live build. It does something funky when you set it down. The best way I found to store it is you put it up this way, and then I have a couple of heavy books that are holding it into place right now. So as you can see, I'm using a book, and then I'm actually using a plate that's got bananas on it to hold it up properly. It does not come with a stand, so that's something you guys have to be cognizant of. No stand, and so I'm going to have to build a custom stand, and I'm going to have to get my cover pieces. So, but that's pretty much it, guys. That's the tie bomber. It is complete. I'm going to do a reveal video probably in the next couple of days, and I'll sync it up with a cool piece of Star Wars songs per se, and we will make it look amazing. So thank you all for tuned in for this short one today, only about 50 minutes, which is where I wanted to be, about 50 minutes to an hour. So I look for me in a couple of days to do a reveal set, and then I'm probably going to take about a week because I have to do a lot of work downstairs in the room, so I probably won't be building for the rest of this week. I will try to have something for the live stream next week to do. I may find one of my random Star Wars sets from actual Lego and just build it for fun. But I do have a lot of work downstairs I need to do, so I'm going to be focusing on that. And I will see you guys in about a week. Thanks again for watching, and talk to you guys soon.